And this one right here, I dedicate this one right here to all my homies out there grinding. You know what I'm saying? Legally and illegally. You know what I'm talking about? So, check it out. First got it when he was 6, didn't know any tricks. Matter of fact, first time he got on it, he slipped. Landed on his hip and busted his lip. For a week he had to talk with a list like this. Now we can end the story right here, but shorty didn't quit, it was something in the air. Yeah, he said it was something so appealing, he couldn't fight the feeling, something about it. He knew he couldn't doubt it, couldn't understand it. Branded, since the first kick flip he landed. Labeled a misfit, a bandit. Cocoon, cocoon, cocoon. His neighbors couldn't stand it, so he was banished to the park. Started in the morning, one stopped after dark. Yeah, when they said it's getting late in here, so I'm sorry young man, there's no skating here. So we kick, push, kick, push, kick, push, kick, push, coast. And the way he rolled, just a rebel to the world with no place to go. And so we kick, push, kick, push, kick, push, kick, push, coast. So come and skate with me, just a rebel looking for a place to be. So let's kick and push and coast. My man got a little older, became a better roller. Yeah, no helmet, been on killing himself, is what his mama said. But he was feeling himself, got a little more swagger in his style. Met his girlfriend, she was clapping in the crowd. Love is what was happening to him now. He said I would marry you, but I'm engaged to these aerials and varials, and I don't think this board is strong enough to carry two. She said bow, I weigh 100.
So almost ready to get underway. And today's starting pitcher, Kodai Senga.
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
All right, ready to get underway. Here's Byron Buxton. Swing and a foul out of play. Pitch misses, and now it's even 1-1. Siri going back on it, and boom goes the dynamite. The first batter of the game leaves the yard. It's 1-0.
Well, we see this so much more today. Lineups with pop in the leadoff spot, and it really puts the pitcher in a tough spot out there where he has to execute right away. You can't just get over a couple of strikes to settle in, get comfortable, because at the plate, that guy's looking to do exactly what he just did. Start the game off with a huge bang.
Lindor on to first. 1 out in the top of the first. Here's Royce Lewis. Have to say, he's one of the most impressive young players I've seen in recent years.
Well, no question about it. His future is very bright. The city, the organization, both are excited about him. He has a lot to look forward to.
When you think about it, he may be in the league for the next 10 or 15 years. Kicks and fires. Swing and blasts one down the line. It's gone if it's fair, but it hooks foul.
Clearly hoping he could get a swing and miss on that, but doesn't fool the hitter with that breaking ball. Nice job, just couldn't keep it fair.
That's too low. 1-2 to count.
Part of the order coming through now, and with 1 home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
Not close with that one. 2-2. Soto really on his horse for it. Pulls it down, and there's 2 gone. 2 outs, base is empty. Now the left fielder, Trevor Larnach.
For whatever reasons, this is a hitter that performs better in night games. We'll see what he brings in this one.
They say it went. 2 outs, base is empty. He swings and fouls one off. Back there. Oh, you are a star, aren't you? That'll fire up the dugout, and they boost their lead. It's 2-0.
No matter how this outing ends, that pitch is going to haunt him for a while. An 0-2 mistake. That's supposed to be a pitch out of the zone. He left it in a spot that the hitter could do some damage with, and that's exactly what he did.
Well, now here's Carlos Correa with a chance to hit. That one outside.
That's a
ball 1. Correa, 30 years old now, and he was born in Puerto Rico. Check swing, and he went. That's strike 1.
1-1.
That one fouled off. Lindor sends it across to first. That takes care of Correa, and that is the inning. And we're back. And on the mound in this one, Chris Paddock.
Well, that 12-6 curveball explodes out of the hand, and because he's able to throw the high fastball at the top of the strike zone for a strike, hitters commit to that pitch, and before they know it, they're swinging over the top of that curveball.
Francisco Lindor, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball 1. In the air to left down the line. And that drops foul. Outside with a breaking ball.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
There's the strike. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. On to first. Got him. One away on the strikeout.
Just not a good pitch to swing at. One reason he's an everyday player is he usually lays off of that junk.
Here's Juan Soto. And ball 1 to the right fielder. Foul ball. The 1-1 is fouled off. That's down and in. A slider missed.
Definitely a swing and miss slider down and in. He finished that really well. Just couldn't get him to offer at it.
That one ripped. Larnach on the run towards the line. Out number 2. 2 down, base is empty. Here's some real power at the plate. Pete Alonso, big time power. Swing and a ball popped in the air. Paddock makes the grab, and that's the inning. All set for the start of the inning. And now for the Twins, Ryan Jeffers. Senga back to work. Just missed. Senga. He's known to have exceptional stuff. The strikeout number is usually way up there. However, he does have some issues with walks from time to time.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Outside corner, there's a strike.
And because of that, the pitch count can get high and not consistently deep into the ball games like you would expect for a guy who can get so many swings and misses.
And it's about controlling that stuff, right? I mean, he's got to harness all of that electric stuff and keep it at least somewhat in the strike zone.
Yeah, I'd say a guy like this sometimes needs to simplify the repertoire. Instead of trying to throw 3 and 4 pitches, just stick with 2 pitches that are very effective. Perhaps you can keep the pitch count down, get yourself deeper into the ball game.
Puts it away for the out. So here's Bader now. Bader, guy who played his college ball at the University of Florida from the New York area. Went to Horace Mann High School. Just missed. 1 out, bases empty. That's a bullet, but it goes foul. Swing and a miss. And the count 1-2.
1-2 is the count.
Inside, just missed.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And that's a base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
The first baseman, Jose Miranda.
And the batter now, Jose Miranda. On the ground. Dive, and he's got it. Flips it from the ground. That's one. Double play. What a twin killing to end the inning. And welcome back to the ball. We head to the bottom of the second. And now here's the DH, Jesse Winker. And that's in for a strike.
Well, the key to his success is getting ahead early in the count. He cannot afford to go deep in the counts. Doesn't have a ton of swing and miss stuff, so he's going to have to work efficiently.
And that's in the dirt.
1-1.
Next offering is in for a strike. On the ground, right side. Tosses to first, and quickly 1 away in the second. And now it's Mark Vientos. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Larnach in position, and there's 2 away. Jeff McNeil stands in.
可是我在游戏中呢。
First pitch doesn't find the zone. And that drops in for a strike.
1-1.
Missed with a changeup. 2-1. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike. Yeah, that's fouled off.
哦，可是我现在在玩游戏耶，我还在玩游戏呢。
2 down, nobody on. Right side. Bader should have it. He's got it, and that'll end the inning. And we're back onto the 3rd inning. And now for the Twins, Edouard Julien. swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. And it's fouled away. And ball one. And delivers outside. Next one in the dirt. Siri makes the grab, and there's one down. Back to the top of the lineup, Byron Buxton, the next twin up to hit. He's already homered in this game. Check swing, he went too far, and it's a strike.
0-1.
Owen Chu now. Swings here and drives one well left field. Way back, and you can forget it. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they tack on to their lead. It's 3-0.
For a pitcher, the odds are in your favor if you keep that breaking ball down. That time, he got punished for it. Hitter just did a really good job of staying within himself and getting the barrel to the baseball.
Wallner in the box now. No balls and a strike. Swing and a miss as he was late.
He just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
Lindor pulls that one down. 2 away now. 2 outs, base is empty. Royce Lewis, the next to hit. He's 0 for 1. And first offering is fouled off. 2 down, base is empty, but 1 run across here in the third and final game of the series. And that gets down into the gap. Around first and hustling for second. And he'll pull in there with a stand-up double.
He was all over that one. Anytime you can drive a ball into the gap the other way, it feels so good. And that's when you know you're right where you need to be at the plate. It's even better when it gets you extra bases. Gotta love looking in at your dugout and seeing your teammates fired up.
2 outs. And another ball. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
He did not take the bat off his shoulder the entire at bat.
Here's Carlos Correa. Though Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. Foul ball there. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. Soto drops into the glove, and that's the 3rd out. Bottom of the inning, and here's the catcher, Francisco Alvarez. Check swing, went around, and it's 0-1. Late with the swing there.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with a fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Swing and a miss, and he got him. 1 down. Here's Brandon Nimmo. That missed
One
by
ball,
a
no
lot.
strikes.
1-0. In the air, right field. Bader sizing it up. He makes the catch, and there's 2 down. 2 down, base is empty. And now it's Jose Siri. And there's a strike. And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it.
2 pretty nasty sliders to get this hitter in an 0-2 count. If you're up there at the plate, you got to look up in the zone and spit on anything that's down.
Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Just misses with that one.
我可以去啊，但要等我哎。你们要去干嘛？
Down to the dirt.
那不然你们去好了，我可能还要。
Gets to it onto first, and it's in time for the 3rd out, so that'll end the inning.
第三局而已。
And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's the catcher, Ryan Jeffers.
看一下啊，大概30分钟吧。
In his 5th season, 27 years old, and he was a 2nd-round pick back in 2018.
Well, these Twins doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats. It's not just the 3 runs they've already scored. On top of that, they forced this starter to throw more pitches than he wanted to at this point of the game.
And a foul ball, he stays alive.
And that pitch count is impactful because if they can keep making him work hard out there, it may force the bullpen to get involved a little sooner rather than later.
Up with it, fires to first. Gets him. 1 away on a drop 3rd strike. And now Bader up to the plate. 1 for 1 with a single so far. That one's in there. Strike 1.
No balls, 1 strike.
And a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Couple of hits in a row for him here. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
And now Jose Miranda stretches out and hauls it in. Edouard Julien now at the plate. Fly to center his first time. He's 0 for 1. Soto makes the catch, and that is that. Bottom 4, here's the Mets leadoff man, Francisco Lindor.
Well, here's a game Lindor will never forget. One night in July of 2023, he went 5 for 5 with a home run, 2 triples, and he scored 3 runs. That stat line is so rare, only one other player has done it. Guess who? Willie Mays in 1958.
Hit in the air, left field. Puts it away for the out. And there's 1 away. And now it's Juan Soto. Flying to left his first time. And a foul ball. In the air, out towards right center. Buxton hauls it in, and there's 2 away. 2 outs, base is empty. In steps the polar bear, Pete Alonso. 0 for 1 so far. And that drops in for a strike. Just missed.
Ball. 1-1.
Gonna count 1-2.
1-2.
Drilled out towards left center field. That's back there. Going, gone. He sends it out of here. It's 3-1.
That's exactly the pitch he was looking for. Crushes it and hits it out of the ballpark.
So 2 down. Here's Jesse Winker. Grounded out his first time. The other way. Reaching for it and brings it in. Ready now for the 5th inning. Here's the center fielder, Byron Buxton. Senga back to work. Pitch is in there. That's strike 1.
Well, these Twins do a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. One thing that really stands out to me is how they've only struck out one time. That's good discipline right there, and on top of it, they're producing more than a hit per inning.
Next pitch misses, and a count 2-1.
All those numbers mean this offense is really making the defense work by just putting the ball into play. Anything can happen at that point.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Throw to first. In time to get him. 1 away in the strikeout. Next is the designated hitter, Matt Wallner. 0 for 2 in this one.
Now pitching for the New York Mets.
Going, yeah, we in goal mode.
AJ.
Going, yeah, we in goal mode. Going, yeah, we in.
That clips the corner. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're at the top of the 5th. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
0-2.
Swings through it for the K. The high heat, too much on that one. 2 down, base is empty. Royce Lewis, the next Twin up to hit. Check swing on the first pitch. Appeal down to first. No swing. Kenny Jansen with the call. Soto really on his horse for it. And he makes the catch. And that is that. We head to the bottom of the 5th. And stepping in for New York, Mark Vientos. This one chopped on the ground, but foul.
Well, these Mets just aren't putting together very many good at-bats in this one. Just one base runner to this point, and it's not exactly early anymore. They have guys in this lineup capable of sparking something, but it just hasn't happened for them yet.
And that's downstairs. And the count 1-2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Battling here as he fouls it away. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. And a swing and a miss. He's notched 4 strikeouts now. And now here's Jeff McNeil. Fly to right his first time. Swings through that one for strike 1.
Just a bit tardy there. Not sure if he had a hard time picking it up out of the hand or if he was sitting off speed.
Line drive. And it stays fair. Around first, digging for 2. And that's a double.
They really turned on that one, and as it hooked down the line, it was hard to tell if it would stay fair, but he just barely sneaked in there.
And now, Francisco Alvarez.
Yeah.
And there's a strike.
It's 0-1.
On the ground to third. Slings it across. That's it out. Not in time. He's safe.
Good late bite on that slider. Got the hitter out in front, rolled over on it. Exactly what he was supposed to do.
Here's the left fielder, Brandon Nimmo. Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
0 balls, 1 strike.
Squirts away a little bit.
0-2.
Well done behind the dish. So runner in scoring position, and now the tying run comes to the plate. Last half of inning number 5.
Ball.
This one in the dirt. Runner holds. Count goes to 1-2. Line drive, base hit. The run scores from third. It's an RBI single. They trail by 1. It's 3-2.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch he could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good.
Turned on, but foul wide of third. The 0-1. Just
No, that
missed.
missed. That's the ball.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Out to short. They get the force. That ends the inning. And we're back. All set for the top of the 6th. Now at the plate, Trevor Larnach. Shortened a bunt and missed it. 0-1. Squares to bunt, but that rolls foul. That one misses, and that's ball 1. Swing and a miss, struck him out, and that's the first out. And here comes Carlos Correa. The shortstop takes the ball. One of the things with Correa, the impact he makes, not just on offense, but defense as well. A guy who's won a platinum glove as the best defender in the American League. Probably my favorite note, though, on Carlos Correa. He likes to, before games, go to a regular old batting cage and take BP with his dad. 2 outs, base is empty. Ryan Jeffers getting ready to hit.
1-0.
Next one is off the plate. Ball 2.
He hasn't wanted to challenge him. Both of those pitches off the plate away. Don't expect anything down the heart of the plate. You may just have to be patient and take your walk here.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
From a pitcher's perspective, that's a beautiful splitter right there.
And he got him. Strike 3, and that'll retire the side. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the 6th. Now it's the shortstop, Francisco Lindor. Griffin Jacks gets handed the rock out of the pen.
Still a lot of game left, and this game could go either way. So this is a big opportunity for him to get some important outs and try to help carry this lead into the later innings.
And that misses. And it's 1-0. Puts it in the air out towards left center. Larnach. And out number 1 on the grab. Watch Soto now. First offering, and it just misses. Home team down a run here in the bottom of the 6th. That one finds the corner, and the count 1-2. And that skips in the dirt. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. Rowe picked out of the dirt, body save.
Now back, first baseman.
Here's Pete Alonso. He's already homered here in this one. First pitch swinging.
No balls, 1 strike.
Gets him to chase after that one.
A little anxious, a little aggressive early in the count. Too much for me.
Swings and misses, struck him out. Some high cheese for strike 3. Jesse Winker digs in now. Pitch misses there. Ball 1. Fought off foul.
Huh?
2-1.
In the dirt.
大个球不好。
That one inside. And the count is 3-1. Fouled off left side.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitters got to stay focused on the pitch.
Headed down the line. Larnach, long run. Couldn't get to it before it dropped foul. Good job to fight that one off. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. We go to the top of the 7th, and now for the Twins, Harrison Bader.
Harrison Bader.
Soto makes the grab, 1 away. So up next for Minnesota, Jose Miranda.
Up next for Minnesota, the first baseman, Jose Miranda.
Swing and a ground ball. And that one finds its way through. One down. And next for Minnesota, Edouard Julien. Substitution being made at first. And here's the pinch runner, Deshaun Kiersey Jr. And that is out of play. Here comes the pitch. There goes the runner from first. Late swing, foul to the left. The 0-2. That's down and in.
He might want to steal second in this spot, but he's dealing with a catcher that has one of the best pop times in the game. He needs to pick his spot very wisely.
Fights that one away. Still 1-2. One-run game. One out. One on. Here's the pitch. Runner goes again. Swing and a miss. So a wild pitch allows the runner to advance. And now Byron Buxton. Soto coming on. And that'll do it. And now Mark Vientos. Laser base hit. And that puts the tying run on base.
Now, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Other than ripping one into the gap or blasting one over the wall, there aren't a whole lot of hits that are more satisfying than a nice line drive in the center field. So that definitely felt good.
Danny Coulombe gets the call from the pen.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
And here is Jeff McNeil. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1. With a single base runner because of all the power. They are dangerous to tie this thing up or take the lead. And he bunts, but that's a foul ball. Now snap throw to first. And he dives back in safely. Holding on to a one-run lead here at the bottom of the seventh. Next pitch is downstairs.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Up and in. And now 2 balls and 2 strikes. High fly ball out to center field. Makes the catch for the out.
Yeah, that's a tough play for the infielder, ranging back into the outfield. There's part of him that's saying, hey, where you at, outfielder? Call me off. But he stayed focused and made a nice catch right there.
And that one fouled off. On the ground left side, 6. Zips it to first, and they got him.
That's a huge defensive play in the late stages of the game. It might not be the most challenging we've seen today, but it needed to be made. That's helping your team.
Tap foul at the plate. So the tying run at second. This to third. Lewis throws to first. And that is that. And we're back. Now it's the DH, Matt Wallner.
Now pitching for the New York Mets, number 59, John Manaea.
And that is downstairs. Ball one. Strike one.
1-1.
Swing and a miss.
1-2.
And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. Now it's going to be Royce Lewis. 1 for 3. Oh, what a stop. The throw. And that's a great play for the out.
Just love watching this guy do everything. Swing the bat and make great defensive plays just like that. Remember, he won the Platinum Glove in 2016. You know this guy's the real deal defensively.
Here's Trevor Larnach. And first offering is fouled off.
I may. I may.
And strike two. 2 down, nobody on.
10
And we're at the top of the 8th.
10分钟。对。
Nimmo running hard to get it. Makes the grab, and that is that. And welcome back to the ballpark. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And stepping in for New York, Jose Siri. Little chopper rolls foul. Looking to get the tying run on base. And fouled off. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. In time. And a drop third strike leads to the first out. Here's Francisco Lindor.
Well, maybe approaching this at bat with a bit too much determination. Sometimes you just got to let the game come to you.
And that one fouled off. Trying to hold a 1-run lead here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Swing and a ball lined out towards center. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's 2 down.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Soto stands in now and watches strike one. That one finds the zone. 0-2 now.
Very solid inning on the mound so far here in the 8th. Holding on to this narrow lead. This is exactly what they were looking for.
On the inside corner for called strike 3. New inning getting started. Now Correa up to hit. Manaea back to work. And it finds its way through for a hit. And a good start to the inning.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Just a simple ground ball. The other way that had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
Ryan Jeffers at the plate. Soto really on his horse for it. Hauls it in for the out. And now the right fielder, Harrison Bader. Nunez checks on first. Correa dives back in. And the pitch is outside, ball one. Base hit. That was smoked through the infield. They fired in quickly, so it's first and second with only one away.
Clearly seeing the ball very well in this one. I really like that swing, man. He didn't just push it the other way through the infield. He drove it that way, and it kind of makes me think he was thinking.
Alonso. And he's out on the tag. Edouard Julien, the next twin up to hit. And there's a foul ball. Crowd locked in right now. One-run game here in the ninth. And the slider just misses. Swing and a miss. And the count is 1-2.
1-2's the count.
Good eye right there. And they tag him out. We head to the bottom of the ninth, and now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso. So the closer summoned from the bullpen, Yohan Duran.
Now this is an extremely confident pitcher. He loves the pressure. Actually likes the one-run game better than a comfortable three-run save opportunity because that's when he pitches his best.
That's the ball.
Just missed.
1-0.
Fought off foul.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
That one missed.
That's it.
Good fastball there. I think it was a purpose pitch. Just want to make that hitter's feet uncomfortable. And that location will definitely do it.
Swing and a miss, and 1-0-2 on the radar gun. Check swing, and he held up.
Gosh, Boog, I think he's trying to deke the pitcher. There's no way he's thinking he can hit that pitch.
And a swing and a miss. A huge out to start the bottom of the ninth. And now the DH, Jesse Winker. 0 for 3 in this one. Swing and a miss. That's strike one.
A lot of times you'll see a pitcher maybe double up on a pitch. This guy will throw it 3 times, 4 times in a row because hitters just can't lay off of it.
That one misses. And the count even 1-1. One down, base is empty. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Only one out remaining for the Mets. Here's the third baseman, Mark Vientos. First pitch misses.
You don't want to get beat by a fastball in, and he spits on that one.
Swing and a foul out of play. Trying to close out a 1-run lead. And the home team trying to pull it out. Check swing. Did he go? No.
Oh, an interesting situation. One swing, you can tie up the ball game. But if you're patient and work a walk, then you bring the game-winning run to the plate.
One strike away. Misses. 3-2 now.
That turns out to be a really good take right there, but you don't want to end this game with the bat on your shoulder.
He fouls it off. Will do it again.
Well, he's desperately looking for that swing and miss. He's going to have to just change speeds a little bit, try to move it around, create just a little bit of illusion at the end.
Swinging a foul ball at the plate. They'll do it again. And a swing and a miss, and that is the ball game. Paddock with his first major league win.
Yeah, nicely done. I'm sure he'll feel very good about that and get the ball for his trophy case, as he should. A start he won't ever forget.
A 3-2 final score in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show.